Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters to each topic are listed down below. First up, for those of us on PC, there are two brand new giveaways available in the promotions tab of the Zen store, and these are only available until October 1st. These are both lower decks costume pieces. The first is the Vulcan Bob hairstyle with accessory, and the other is the Vulcan Cybernetic Bundle outfit box. So again, to claim these, you just need to go to the promotions tab in the Zen store, and you'll see them both there. And you have just another 13 and a half days to go in and pick these up. So make sure you're logging in before October 1st and picking these up in the Zen store if these are something of interest to you. For console players, I would imagine these will probably drop when the Dimensional Typhoon event drops over there, which again I expect to happen sometime in November. And just a quick note with this giveaway, it is currently bugged, so if you go through and claim this, it's only unlocking the costume pieces for that character. If you want it on multiple characters, you'd have to go in and claim it on each character you want it on. That is a bug, and it is supposed to be account unlocked as soon as you claim it on a single character. That is something we'll see fixed in the next couple of days. And on the topic of bugs, a quick note regarding the Nova 1 Pilot Raider, the brand new Infinity Lockbox ship that went live on PC today. So there is currently an issue with this in that when you claim it from the T6 prize pack, it is immediately binding to you. So this is why you don't see any of these being traded, why there's none of them on the exchange, is because everyone that's gotten one has had it immediately bind to them. So this is another bug that should be resolved in the next couple of days. And for those of us on PC, we have an upgrade weekend starting this Thursday, September 19th, that will be running up through September 23rd. And for those of us on PC, with the Dimensional Typhoon event now being live and the new Lockbox edition, there is a variety of sales that are live right now up through September 21st at 12 p.m. Pacific time. The first is for Master Keys. This is a 15% sale, along with a return of the 20 keyring bundle that features an Ultimate Tech upgrade. Then after that, there is a 20% Lobi sale. So that includes all of the new Lobi items, which I'll be talking about in a few minutes. And then there's a Start Your Adventure sale, which is 25% off everything in the slots and services, uniforms, personnel, and starter pack tabs of the Zen store. For slots and services especially, for things like inventory space, ship slots, dry dock slots, and so on, this is a really good sale to take advantage of. But if you miss this, we will probably have another one in October. I believe we're going to see the Gamma Recruit event start up then. Not yet announced or confirmed, so that's just a prediction. So if you miss this one, there should be another next month, but definitely a sale that I would recommend you take advantage of if you're needing any of these items. And to make those sales even better, the Arc Zen charge bonus is now finally live. So this is a 20% bonus on any of the Zen bundles you go for, and this is going to be running up through September 23rd. So again, remember with Arc, you're never getting a discount on the price of the bundle. Rather, the charge bonus over there is that they just add more Zen to the bundle for the duration of the sale. The Zen sale that was going on over on Steam has now ended, but if you play the game through the Epic Game Store, or if you're one of the lucky few to have a linked account over to Epic, the Zen sale over there is still running up through the 22nd, so you do have a couple more days to take advantage. And as I've said before, if you're ever buying Zen or literally anything else through the Epic Game Store, I would greatly appreciate it if you could use code CasualSAB at checkout. That greatly helps me out and helps fund the ability for me to buy some of the bundles and stuff that I get in the game. And next up, for those of us on PC, along with the content dropped today, we also have some brand new lower decks items in the Lobi store. And I want to take a quick look at each of the new Lobi items. The first is the Samuel Clemens outfit, and this is usable on any race, any faction, so it is pretty interesting, and yes, that does mean you could even get hair on your Gorn. Next up is Badgie. So there's 4 Badgie variants that they added in. There's 1 combat variant, and then there's 3 non-combat variants. This thing looks really cool. There's some really good pictures of it already popping up on the STO subreddit. The combat variant will run around with a little knife and start stabbing enemies. It's really awesome, but as I'll talk about in my video on the next day or so, the damage from this thing is just abysmal. It literally did 2 DPS. 2. No additional numbers after that, just 2. So really quite weak, unfortunately, but it is really fun, and it does have some neat animations and sound effects. And Fleet Mate of mine, Gibbs, does have a video where he shows off some of the sound effects and visuals. So I'll have that link down below if you want to check that out now. And scrolling up, there's a new personal space and ground trait. They're the same thing. While you have the trait slotted, anytime you defeat a foe, there's a chance that you'll have some additional rewards drop directly into your inventory. This can be EC, contraband, and some other commodities. It sounds great, but in practice, it's not anything super crazy so far. There's some new ground weapons. There's the lipstick baton, which is currently bugged and, as far as I can tell, doing basically no damage. There's a sword, the Orion Sword of the Winter Constellation. Everything I've seen so far about this is that it sucks. And then there's two new kit modules. The Agamis Aggression Network. You set this thing down and it'll launch drones that attack nearby foes. It's interesting, but again, its damage sort of sucks. And the other kit module that they added in is Exceptional Compromise. This will turn the targeted foe into Samuel Clemens, and they'll start to attack other nearby foes. It's interesting, and I think that these are fun things that they've added in, but as you'll see with the video I do, the performance on these things is lackluster. Heading over to the PC patch notes, there's some known issues I want to go over first. The first is that the Nova Fleet recruitment drive, the console off the Nova, will have its animation activate twice sometimes, so that's just a visual issue. And the Badgie ground device may not have the correct audio when in combat, so just a quick note there. Now for the actual patch, there's some really good stuff that they got in here. A lot of visual fixes and the remaster for the Jupiter Carrier and its Callisto pets. So the Jupiter Carrier remaster means that you can now choose between a few different options to display certain fighters in the hangar bay on the Jupiter, and high-quality Starfleet material options have been added, including the Type 7A. So all you have to do to see these changes is head on over to the shipyard, and you'll be able to get these new customization options. And again, the hangar bay stuff that they did here, where you can see different ships in the hangar, like that is really cool. So you can see the remaster there, and you can see these ships in there. Let me zoom in. So you can see the hangar bay is full of some ships there, and you can change those to different pets. And this is different but for both sides. If you want it to be empty, then that's an option also. And heading to the other side, again, you can see you can have it display various shuttles. So that's really awesome that they were able to do that. That is a really great visual change for the Jupiter. And after that, they corrected some terminology on the Lafayette Recon Destroyer and the ship Taylor's advanced customization, resolved some issue causing the Jeffries template on the legendary Connie selecting the incorrect windows when applied, resolved an issue with the Constitution class neck on the cruiser family ships having missing textures when the Odyssey windows are applied. They fixed the Starfleet insignia on the Augur, fixed the navigation lighting on the Augur, and some other stuff with the Augur there. Added the Vesta pattern to several materials that were missing it on the Heavy Escort Akira class family of ships. So if you're an Akira fan, you can now use the Vesta material on more variants. Same applies to the Intrepid class variants and the Galaxy class, so a lot more ships are now going to have access to the Vesta pattern. Resolved an issue causing the Premonition Temporal Science Spearhead to fire dual cannons and dual beams asymmetrically. And added a new Exeter Saucer variant, Exeter Black nameplate, with the name and registry written in black instead of white, to allow it to appear more visually cohesive when using materials without a dark hole livery. So I think that's a good set of changes there, alongside the new content and the event that started today. And that Jupiter remaster, you know, again, being able to see the ships, the shuttles in the hangar bay there, and being able to change those around, that's a really awesome change. And heading over to the console side of things, you guys are getting the Hirogen Predator on September 19th. So that Hirogen Predator, the trait on it is not what they listed in the blog. If it goes live with the version of the trait that you see in the blog, just know you're going to get a buffed version of the trait sometime in the near future. They listened to the feedback that we gave on PC and they buffed up the Sure Shot trait, which I will show you here. So instead of being up for 1 second every 10 seconds, it is now up for 3 seconds every 15. So if it's not like that at launch on console, it will be in a couple weeks. And with this Hirogen Predator, that should mean that console's also going to get a key and Lobi sale starting on the 19th. So that'll be 15% off Master Keys and 20% off Lobi. So if you're looking to pick up anything there, then that would be a good time to do so. And a reminder that console does currently have a Zen sale active up through September 25th. So if you're looking to stock up on Zen, this is a great time for you to do so. And lastly, for console, you guys are getting the next part of the event campaign starting this Thursday, September 19th, running up through October 10th. So this is the flagship celebration event. You can play Borg Disconnected, Upler Erratus, Swarm, or Synthwave to get your daily progress. And the reward from this is the Kittimer Defender space set, which I was recently testing on stream, and the results from it basically were the shield has some interesting applications on an AP focused tank build. The 3-piece set might be interesting on some niche EPG builds or for a support build, but for the most part, for the vast majority of you, this space set isn't really going to do anything new for you. This is a set that is interesting to build around, but for most of you, it's not going to be good enough to warrant moving off of what you currently have. So overall, just make sure to take advantage of this event, get your event campaign progress. This is the 5th event out of 6 that console is getting for the event campaign. And after this, I think it's going to be a bit of a gap before you guys get your next event campaign event. PC should be getting the final part of the event campaign in November. And with how the scheduling works for console, you guys will probably get the final event in January of next year. So definitely make sure to get in as much progress as you can from this event. Again, it's running from this Thursday up through October 10th. And remember, you can continue playing it after you finish the 14 days that are required to get the specific reward from this event. That additional 7 days, you can continue to play each day and get an additional 50 event campaign progress every single day. So don't leave any progress on the table. Make sure to get in as much participation as you can. And that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.